David Hughes from Argentrigo. David, do you want to tell me firstly a bit about Argentrigo? What is it? Who are you?
Yes, in 2007, there was a Argentine Value Chain Association was formed. Previously, Argentina had the corn, the soybean, and the sunflower added value chain or value-added chain, and then wheat was formed then, and it's basically a research and development, seed companies, input companies, producers, and then we keep on all the services, the bourses, the futures market, exporters, flour mills, noodle businesses. All these together, the idea is we get together and we discuss how can we improve Argentine wheat. And that's basically looking inwards, but most of the time we're looking how can we grow, and growing for us means exporting flour and exporting wheat. But we're also looking at how can we add more value in what we export. We're a big country, we've got 42 million inhabitants. We have quite a few people who don't have jobs, who are looking for jobs. We have a lot of people under the poverty level, so we need to create good jobs. So that's the way we look at it, and that means that we also work with the government, trying to open up new markets and try to make us more competitive.
Okay. So your organisation receives funding from all those organisations and participants in the wheat supply chain from farm right through to exporters?
Yes.
So do you want to tell me a bit about wheat production? How important is wheat production in Argentina relative to, say, corn and soybeans?
In economic terms, it's probably not that important. It's smaller than corn and soybean, way smaller. It's slightly larger than sunflower. But it is important because in how the farmer, the grower in Argentina sets up his rotation. So it's corn, soybean, and wheat is in the rotation. And then sunflower could come in, depends what area of Argentina. Wheat is usually seen as a double crop. So it's wheat or soybean, wheat sunflower, wheat corn. So wheat is important, and it's a grass. It's a winter grass, and we use it to improve the soil with its root system, to add fertilizer to the soil. So it's important in the rotation from an agronomic point of view. And it's a crop that's been grown in Argentina for many, many years. Many, many years. Most of the flour mills many are over 100 years old. So people know how to do wheat. And it's a very interesting crop because we're getting money into the farm, in the cash flow, in December, where most of the crops in Argentina are summer crops. So it is very important. It adds a lot of value, it generates employment, and it's all over the country. So this is, we have there's economic movement, as we call it, in all the small towns in the area, because it moves a lot the economy at a time where the summer crops are not moving the economy much. We've got them planted and everybody's waiting for the harvest. So this makes good use of all our infrastructure, logistics, everything. So we're not that big, but we're looked upon a lot.
In Australia, wheat producers are typically both the owners and the operators of farm businesses, but in Argentina, I gather it's different, that farmers are the land owners, but not necessarily the owners of all the machinery and being responsible for undertaking all the activities associated with wheat production. Do you want to describe that?
Well, we have an environment which, from the macroeconomic point of view, it's pretty unstable. Inflation, devaluation, so we've got those issues. So the farmer doesn't have to necessarily own land to be a farmer. They can lease land. So most farmers lease land, some own and lease, some only lease, some only own. And you try to keep the maximum amount of variable costs and low capital investment. So most of the machinery is contracted out. And there are many people who own a very small bit of land or no land at all, and they specialize in machinery. Most of Argentina is no-till. which means that basically what we need are planters, sprayers, and harvesters. So those are the three main, and then the trucking for the cartage and the long distance. So all those services, there are many suppliers of those services, and we use that. So the farmer or farm manager, because he's not on the tractor either, this person manages the business. He tries to see the big picture. He tries to be efficient and getting in consultants to do the production. But he's also on the input cost. He's on the selling, on the marketing. So he sees himself as a businessman who brings in knowledgeable people, consultants, to do the best crop he can.